Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know guys. No issues, all okay? Great. So how is everybody? How are you guys? How is everyone? Evening, everybody. How is everybody? It is day 5 only. I think so. It has been misspelled in the scheduling. So that is an error. It is day 5. You don't have to worry about it. Okay. Okay. Is my health a bit on the lower end itself? Still a bit weak, but no issues in that. Just having a bit of cough and feeling a bit weak. But yeah, I will manage accordingly itself. I don't think so. There should be any issues with the same. Okay, good. So let me know, guys. What have we studied in the previous few days? Can we like revise? What have we studied in the past few days, guys? Please let me know. Can we revise? What have we studied in the past few days? Please let me know, guys. We started out with okay, yesterday I gave you guys an assignment for yesterday. How many of you guys have completed that assignment? Can you guys let me know how many of you guys have completed that assignment, guys? Yesterday I had given you an assignment. Am I right, guys? How many of you guys have completed that assignment? So let me do one thing. Do you guys have the assignment with you right now? Do you guys have the assignment with you right now, guys? Please do let me know. Do you have the assignment with you right now? Right, but could not to Aman Anchal. What problem were you facing? See, yesterday I had given you a small assignment to convert the component, okay, the paragraph into a component itself. Let us do one thing. Let us look at it right now itself in the first 2 minutes. Okay. So this was the paragraph that we wanted to convert into its very own component. Okay. Just like the heading component, and we wanted to create a paragraph component as well. So to do that, what we are going to do is we are going to go into files. We are going to create a new file called as paragraph, P-A-R-A-G-R-A-F, paragraph, P-R-A-G-R-A-P-H, paragraph dot JSX. Okay, dot JSX. We are going to create our file. We're going to copy everything from heading.jsx, and we're going to paste it inside of paragraph.jsx. We're going to rename the function as paragraph, paragraph, and we are going to name the export default as paragraph once again. Along with the same, we are going to cut the paragraph element from right over here. So we are going to cut it and we are going to paste it right over here. So the return statement should be returning to us the paragraph tag. Okay, once we have done that, as you are able to see, once we have saved it, then we are going to go into index.js. We are going to copy this particular line, Control C, Control V. And what we are going to do right over here is we are going to replace it with paragraph, P-A-R-A-G-R-A-P-H, paragraph. We are going to paste it right over here as well, and we are going to put it up right over here, creating our very own component called as paragraph. We'll save this, go back to our website, and as you're able to see, everything is still working the exact same way. There's no issues whatsoever. Now, one more thing that I wanted you guys to are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Great. Now, one more thing that I want you guys to understand is while you are writing this import like line, okay, import heading from heading.jsx, import paragraph from paragraph.jsx, because that is the only file available right over here, you can remove the .jsx attribute. Okay, you can remove the .jsx attribute. You can just write import heading from ./heading or import heading from ./paragraph. Okay, so that would work the exact same way, guys. There will be no issues whatsoever in this. Okay, even if you're not writing .jsx here, okay, it will still understand which particular file you are trying to get. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Great. Now, what if instead of getting like one for paragraph tag, one for heading tag, I want another article. Okay, I want a component called as article that contains the heading and the paragraph tag. I want a component called as article that contains the heading and the paragraph tag. So right over here, I want to create import article article from ./article article, and we'll close it right over here. We'll create a new file called as article. Okay, we are going to create a new file called as article. So article article.jsx. Okay, and inside of that, what we are going to do is we are going to create our React component. So what we are going to do right now is from heading.jsx, I'm going to copy everything into article.jsx, and instead of returning, okay, instead of returning the h1 tag or the paragraph tag, we are going to return, okay, we are going to return the heading and the paragraph tag itself. Instead of h1 and the p tag, we are going to refer heading and the paragraph tag. So what we are going to do is we are going to create, so we cannot return, okay, we cannot return two elements at the same time. We cannot do that. We cannot return two elements at the same time. So what should we do, guys? We cannot return two elements at the same time, guys. So what should we do? Can you guys let me know? We cannot return two elements at the same time, guys. So what should we do? Use the div tag. So we'll use the div tag right over here, guys. So div tag, as you are able to see, and in between this div tag, we are going to insert our heading component. Okay, we are going to insert our heading component and our paragraph component as well. Okay, we are going to insert our paragraph component as well. But to use this heading component and the paragraph component, we need to import them as well. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. To use this heading and the paragraph element, we need to import them as well. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. Guys, to use this heading and the paragraph tag, we need to import the heading and the paragraph tag as well. Please let me know, guys. Great. So what we are going to do is, just like paragraph, we are going to import the heading tag as well. So let us just copy this from right over here, Control C, and we'll paste it inside of our article.jsx. Control V, Control, and we'll name this as your article article. And we are going to export default article right over here. We are going to save this. Okay. And now what we are going to do is, instead of our index.js, instead of having like paragraph and heading both being imported and being used, we're going to replace them by article. Okay, we are going to replace them directly by article tag itself. This article component. Now this article component basically contains your paragraph and your heading tags inside of it. Okay, as you're able to see, it contains the paragraph and your heading tag inside of it as a component itself. Okay, so now we are able to go to our website and reload the page. As you're able to see right now, we are getting the article tag component being shown to us. We are getting the article component being shown to us. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Great. So, okay. Now that you have learned a bit more about React, okay, there's not a lot that is left. So I would like to take this particular class to help you guys understand after this particular bootcamp what you have to do. Okay, so after this particular bootcamp, what exactly you have to do, what are the different things that you have to study, okay, and how to make sure that you are preparing yourself for placements. Okay, how to make sure that you are preparing yourself for placements itself. Okay, so that is something that I'll be telling you guys right now. It is extremely important that you guys are paying attention to this. Okay, now why should you pay attention to this? That is also something that I will like you guys to understand. Okay, there are three things. First, most of you, your dream company to get into would be something like Amazon or Google or Microsoft or Amazon, or let's say some other companies like this. Okay, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, these type of companies, these big type of companies that give you like packages that are more than 20, 30, 40 lakhs per annum. Okay, so most of you must be having a dream company that, okay, this is the company that I want to get into, or this is the amount of money that I want to earn at any point of time. Okay, so I have been into that particular position. I come from a BIT Mishra. It's not that well known of a college itself. It's not a tier one type of college. So I was not from a very good college, but still I was able to make it to companies like Reliance, Jio, Google. So I worked in all these companies that are your dream companies as well. Okay, and at positions that was full stack web developer, data analyst, data scientist. So I have worked in all these positions. So I have been to the position which you are aiming to be at. Okay, the second thing is DevTown has a lot of different programs that it runs simultaneously. It does not have just the boot camps. Okay, we have our college programs where we collaborate with different colleges to help their students get placed. We have our training and industrial training and internship program where we train the students, get them ready and help get them placed as well. So during this placement seasons, we have our partnership with 36 different companies. Okay, we have our partnership with 36 different companies. These are in your attendance sheet. You must have seen all these companies as well. So these are the companies who continuously hire from us. We have companies like Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Gap, Samsung, Jio, Flipkart, Oracle, Barclays, Walmart, Fidelity, Deutsche Bank, Cognizant, CasePoint, TCS, Infosys, Qatar, Larsen and Turbo, Deloitte, Adani, ZS Associates, AP Light Projects, Herman, and PwC. These are all the companies, along with the numbers that you are able to see against each of them. These numbers basically identify how many students do these companies hire from us every single month. So these companies provide us with their requirements that these are the kind of students that we require. We train the students from various different colleges and through our training programs, and we provide it to these companies. And for example, Microsoft hired 9 students at 48 lakhs per annum. 7 students were hired by Google at 60 lakhs per annum. 9 students were hired by Amazon at 34 lakhs per annum, and so on and so forth. So all these different companies hire from us every single month. So we have a very great understanding about what the companies are expecting from you. Okay, we have a very great understanding about what the companies want from you. Okay, not some particular senior of yours. As a senior of yours, I've already been to that particular position, so I'm the right person to guide you. We have our collaboration with these companies, so we are able to understand what these companies require from the students. as well as I myself have been as an recruiter for 15 of these companies. For 15 of these companies, I take up the recruitment drives. I go out as a recruiter itself. I take up the interviews and everything. So, what does an interviewer tries to find in you guys? That is also something that I have a great understanding about. Okay, so due to that particular reason itself, okay, I am trying to guide you guys in the most appropriate manner. Okay, that is my aim for today's class. Okay, the second thing is most of you must have been preparing for JEE mains and advanced before college. In 10th and in 11th and 12th, most of you guys must be preparing for JEE mains and advanced when you were in college, guys. Am I right or wrong? Please let me know, guys. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. When you were in college, before college, you were preparing for JEE mains and advanced. So how did you prepare for that? Okay, did you randomly just like go to the interview without any preparation, without finding for it, like to the exam and start writing the exam itself? Or did you first try to search on about it on Google, ask some of your seniors? So for example, your dream college was IIT Bombay, so you try to find some particular senior of yours who had went to IIT Bombay. You try to ask him ki bhaiya, how did you get into, or didi, how did you get into this college? Okay, what is the preparation that you had? How much hours did you take? Which particular books or reference books did you study from? Okay, you did all this kind of stuff. But when it comes to your companies, okay, when it comes to your preparing for your companies, getting placed itself, you don't do all this stuff. You rely on some YouTuber who himself hasn't got into any company, or you rely on some professor of yours who has been in the same college for the past 15 years and has no idea of how to get students placed. I don't understand this mindset that you guys are having. Okay, I really don't understand about it. So the same thing, why don't you guys do it for placements as well? Google hires 150 to 200 students every year from a application base of almost 2.5 million students. There are 10,000 seats. Okay, there are 10,000 seats in IITs. Okay, in IITs, there are 10,000 seats. Out of this 10,000 seats, 1.14 million students apply for these 10,000 seats every single year. But for just 200 seats in Google, 2.5 million students apply every single year. Isn't that the same type of competitive competition that you guys are in? Is that the same kind of competitive competition that you guys are in right now? So the point is, why are you guys competing with the students of your own college? Your own college students are shit, and you are comparing yourself with shit itself. And how are you going to get placed in a good college? It is never going to get happen. You are right now competing on a national level to get into the best companies. And whoever said to you that okay, if you are from a third tier college, or if you are studying this or that, you will never get placed in a good company, he's just bullshitting you, because he himself hasn't been able to achieve that. In DevTown, okay, DevTown gets almost 1,000 students, 800 to 1,000 students placed every single month. Okay, out of that, most of the students are from civil, chemical, electrical, mechanical. Most of the students are from third tier colleges itself. Even the students who got placed into Microsoft, most of them were from civil and mechanical. Okay, they were not from CSC IT. Even students who got it placed into Amazon, okay, they were from maritime engineering and merchant navy, commerce, not even from engineering backgrounds. So who is telling all these things to you, that if you are pursuing this particular career, or you are studying this in college, you are not going to get placed in these companies? Whoever is saying that, he himself is not being able to achieve that, and he himself is frustrated. If you have the right skill set and the right knowledge, only then you will be able to get placed into these companies. Otherwise not. Otherwise not. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. First, get this thing out of your mind that okay, if I am doing this, or I'm not into IIT, or I'm not into NIT, I'm not into some second tier or first tier college, I'm not going to get a good placement. That is, you are thinking that that's good. The reason, because that is you don't want to do hard work. You are limiting yourself ki yaar, if I limit myself ki that this is not even possible, I would never work that much. Okay, I know that I'll get into TCS, I'm fine with that. You have to decide whether you want a job that is paying you 3 lakh rupees per month or 3 lakh rupees annually. Okay, my starting package was almost 2.5 lakh rupees per month. That was my starting package as a fresher out of college. You have to decide what you want to do with your life. You want to roam around with a MacBook in your hands that you have bought through your own money, sending like iPhones and Apple Watches to your parents instead of you asking them to buy it for you? You roaming around in a Mercedes Benz? Or you want to spend the next 10 years of your life trying to save money like a person? It is totally up to you. How much amount of hard work do you want to put in? So let's start with that particular question, guys, that what is the exact hiring process for all these companies? Okay, so all these 36 companies that you are able to see on your screen, and every single company that is hiring for full stack developer, back end web developer, cloud computing engineer, front end engineer, data scientist, data analyst, data engineer, software development engineer, any company that is hiring for any position that is remotely related to the field of IT, to the field of information technology, any of these companies that you are seeing on your screen itself, okay, all these companies have the exact same hiring process. The exact same hiring process. There is no difference in any of the processes that are there. Okay, any of the processes that are there, guys. So please focus upon this, what I'm going to tell you guys. Okay, so right now, as you are able to see, any of the companies that is out there, they'll first take in your applications. Okay, they'll first take in your applications itself. One of the processes for that is submitting your resume. One of the processes for that is submitting your resume. Now, how many of you think people think that resumes actually matter? How many of you guys think that resume actually matters? And guys, let me know. Okay, then let me know about one thing. Like I said, Google receives almost just in India 2.5 million resumes every single year. 2.5 million resumes every single year. Do you really think Google employees have that kind of time to go through these emails or these resumes itself? Do you really think that they are paying each of their employees 60 lakh rupees, 50 lakh rupees, 40 lakh rupees to go through these emails or these resumes? Do you really think that? All these companies have something that is called as a resume parser. Every single one of these companies has something called as a resume parser. This resume parser is nothing else but a program itself, a hard-coded program. Okay, this is called as a resume parser itself. Okay, no human being is even allowed to see your resume because of various reasons. No human being in every single one of these companies is even allowed to see your resumes until unless you have reached the interview process. Until and unless it has reached the interview process, when you are sitting in front of an interviewer, up till then nobody in the entire company can see your resume. That is the policy that these companies follow. So every single one of these companies have a program that is referred to as a resume parser, which basically parses your resume. Basically, it's a program. It sees at your resumes and it finalizes that okay, it will go ahead or not. Okay, and see, it's a resume. It's a professional resume. It's not your marriage invitation or your marriage card itself. You don't have to put your images. You don't have to make the entire resume beautiful by putting up colors and every single thing out on the resume itself. A resume needs to be as professional as possible. Okay, as professional as possible. Okay, it should be black and white in color, maybe a bit of gray. Okay, it should have text in like 11 to 14 pixels. That should be the size of the text that you are using. Okay, the name should be on the top. You should have your email, phone number, GitHub and LinkedIn, or like your email, phone number, GitHub and LinkedIn specified right over there, not your address. Like I said, it's not a marriage proposal. Don't put your address on your resume itself. Nobody cares for that. You just start off by listing your education. So where have you completed your education from? List out your cumulative GPA, whatever your current GPA is right over there. Okay, which branch are you from? After that, list of all the experiences, whether you have done some internships, whether you have done some training programs, whether you have volunteered for something. Okay, maybe in clubs you have volunteered for something or something else. Okay, put down your experiences right over there. If you don't have experiences, then put down the next particular thing should be your projects. If you don't have your experience, then directly put on your projects, the projects that you have worked upon. Okay, different, so maybe it's a back-end based project, maybe it's a front-end based project. If you are applying for a data science job, maybe it's a machine learning based project. Okay, so all that you should be putting it up right over there. After that, your extracurricular achievements should be put up, not your hobbies, your achievements. Okay, and along with that, put up your programming language of choice and your development language of choice. These are the two things that you have to put it up right over there. Okay, so like I said, resumes are only important if you are able to clear all the rounds and get into an interview. Before that, your resume is not at all important. Okay, because nobody gives like 2 cents on your resumes itself. Okay, nobody has that kind of time in these companies. The next thing that you need to understand is that every single person who is applying for these companies, if you are eligible for the position, okay, if you are eligible for this particular position, then in that particular case, you will get an access to the online coding round. Okay, you will get access to the online coding round. Now this online coding round, right now every single company has made it open for all, that any particular person, okay, any particular person from across the country where the hiring is currently going on can apply for this online coding round, and you will get access to the online coding round. Now this online coding round that currently goes on, okay, the online currently going on, then what you have to do is, you guys have two particular options. Okay, you guys have two particular options. The first particular option, not option, basically the exam is having two types of questions that are there. The first question is your you will have 2 to 3 coding questions. Okay, you will have 2 to 3 coding questions that is related to data structures and algorithms and competitive programming. Okay, you'll have 2 to 3 coding questions on data structures and algorithms and competitive programming, guys. Are you guys able to see my screen? Please let me know. Somebody is writing, I'm not able to see the screen. That is the reason why I'm asking. If you guys are able to see my screen, please let me know. Great. So Grammar YT is asking for my credentials. Those guys who want to see my credentials, I have put it up on LinkedIn. You guys can go to LinkedIn and the profile is right over there. Whatever information that you need about me, LinkedIn is a professional platform. If you guys want to know the information about me, you can get it from right over here. So I was in the Explore ML lead on behalf of Google for 1 year almost. Okay, from January 2001 to January 2022. Before that, I was a data analyst in Reliance Industries. I had been a part of DevTown and SDE at Fastnell as well. So you will be able to get an idea about my career from right over there. Okay, if you still have any ideas, you guys can approach me directly on Instagram or something like that. Okay, so like I said, the online coding round will have 2 to 3 questions related to data structures and algorithms and competitive programming. Okay, if you guys are not able to solve these 2 to 3 questions, so you will have 60 to 90 minutes. Okay, you will have 60 to 90 minutes, not nothing less, nothing more. Okay, we'll have 60 to 90 minutes, nothing less, nothing more out there. Okay, So in this 60 to 90 minutes, you will have to solve 2 to 3 coding questions. You will have to solve 2 to 3 coding questions out there, guys. Okay, in this so 60 to 90 minutes, you will have 2 to 3 coding questions that you have to solve. If you are not able to solve these 2 to 3 coding questions, okay, you are not even allowed to go further. Okay, you are not even allowed to go further. Okay. Rituraj Singh, lol, just internship and brags about it 69 times in an hour. Rituraj, very good number that you have chosen right over there. Shows your mentality as well. As well as when you get into Google, please do let me know. I am the one who rejected their offer to get into Fastnell, who are paying me much more than Google. So at Google, my package was 60 lakhs per annum. Fastnell was paying me 90. So for me, it was no brainer. I got into the better company who was paying me much more. Yes, the workload was also greater, but at least without even achieving something in life, I'm not the person who is bragging about it. And I'm not bragging about it. I'm telling you guys why you should be listening to me carefully. Okay, I'm trying to make sure that you guys are able to understand why you should be listening to me carefully, because I've been at that position where you guys are aiming to be at. Okay, and person like you, I think so, will not even be able to reach there, because they feel that a particular person is trying to make you understand something is bragging about it. And it's not bragging when you're trying to make sure that you listen to me carefully because of this reason. Okay, I'm not some just a YouTuber who has not achieved something in his life that is trying to tell you something. Okay, I have done something, and I have placed almost 5,000 students in India right now in the past 1 year. 5,000 students. Okay, in every single company that is possible. So I am able to understand whatever your questions are, and I will always try to make sure that you guys are my first priority. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay. And yeah, I boast a lot about something, but that is like my dogs and my cats. Okay, I will boast about them because I love them with my heart. Okay, so that I know that I will always be boasting about. Okay, so there is, you cannot escape from that. Okay, so no issues. So like I said, this online coding round is of 60 to 90 minutes, and you will have 2 to 3 questions on data structures and algorithms and computer programming out there. If you are not able to complete these 2 to 3 DSA and CP questions, then you are not even allowed. Okay, you are not even allowed to get in front of an interview itself. Okay, you will never be able to clear any company. Not just, I'm not talking about Google and Microsoft, I'm talking about every single company out there. Even if you're aiming for TCS, Infosys, Adani or something like that as well, Wipro, or you're aiming for big companies like Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Atlassian, all these type of companies, every single one of these companies, if you want to get into it, this is the exact same path. If you're not able to clear this round, you're not even able to get any further. Okay, now to practice data structures and algorithms and competitive programming, which platform should you use? Okay, to practice data structures and algorithms and competitive programming, which platform and which language should you use? The platform that I'm going to suggest to you guys are two platforms. The first platform is called as Lead Code. Okay, the first platform that I will be suggesting to you guys is Lead Code for practicing data structures and algorithms. Okay, to practice data structures and algorithms, you should be using the Lead Code platform. Again, it's a free platform to use. There is no cost associated with this particular platform. It is not loading up, I don't know why. And the second particular platform is CodeChef. Okay, the second particular platform is CodeChef. Let me open up Lead Code. It's not loading up, but these are the two platforms. So for competitive programming, you should be using CodeChef, because in your exam you have 60 to 90 minutes to solve 2 to 3 questions. So you need to have that test series kind of attitude as well. Okay, where you have just 1 hour and you have to solve like 2 questions out there. You have 3 hours, you have to solve 4 questions out there. So that, for that, use CodeChef. And for learning data structures and algorithms, the best particular platform is Lead Code. Now, the reason for that is very simple. Now, please don't use anything like HackerEarth or HackerRank. Okay, please don't use HackerEarth and HackerRank. These platforms have questions that are very easy, and that type of questions basically give you a boost to your self-confidence that you know something. At the end, when you go to the interviews, that kind of easy questions are not going to be there. Okay, otherwise everybody would have crossed these interviews itself. Okay, so these type of easy questions will not be there. There will be very tough questions in the interviews, and you will be like, I am not able to solve these questions. So please not use platforms like HackerEarth and HackerRank. Please use platforms like LeetCode and CodeChef. Now I will give you a small tip as well. Okay, a small tip. Okay, why I am telling you guys that these platforms are so big. For example, if you take up most of the questions that come up in the coding rounds of Microsoft, okay, most of the questions that come up for the coding round of Microsoft, most of those questions are directly from CodeChef. Directly from CodeChef. Okay, they don't even change those questions. Directly from CodeChef. Similarly, if you're preparing for Amazon, okay, similarly, if you're preparing for Amazon at any point of time, then those questions are directly from LeetCode. They don't even change the questions directly. For Amazon is famous for doing that. It never gives questions outside from LeetCode. It will always give questions directly from LeetCode itself. So it makes it easier because you are able to see familiar questions out there. It makes it easier for you to like clear those rounds as well. It makes it easier for you to do that. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. So that is also one of the reasons why I'm saying that to use YouTube right over here. Okay, to use YouTube. Sorry, to use LeetCode and CodeChef. Okay. Okay. So the next particular thing is which particular language should you use for data structures, algorithms, and computer programming? Some of the options that are available to you guys that you guys might be suggesting to me would be, let's say, you'll be having C, C++, Java, Python, JavaScript. Okay, C, C++, Java, Python, and JavaScript right over here. So these are the languages. Okay, these are the languages that are currently available. Give me a second, guys. I will check why the internet is not working. Give me a second.